So, it's finally arrived, the brand new Retroid Pocket G2 retro handheld game console. So why don't we unbox this and see how it compares to the Retroid Pocket 5, which I was a big fan of. So let's see what's in the box here. We've got a protective bit of foam. And here's the console itself. A little tag here, QA accepted. So here it is, here's the brand new console. Now I opted for the turquoise color, which is brand new this time around. I was a big fan of the purple GameCube color seen in the Retroid Pocket 5, but this time I opted for something a little bit different. This is obviously very reminiscent of the Switch Lite, but from the outside it looks identical to the Retroid Pocket 5. Which in my view is actually a big win because this console just feels really well made. It feels very high quality. The screen is glossy, which I know is a bit of a contentious issue for some of you, but I think it looks really premium. And the back is obviously, it's still got the little grips. There is a little speck of something there. We'll take that off. Okay, so what else do we have in the box? We have a manual here for the Retroid Pocket G2 and a USB-C to USB-A cable. And that's Retroid Pocket branded. Nice touch. And then there's just a foam insert. Now, as part of my order, I did also order a screen protector for the device. I don't know why these consoles don't come with the screen protectors already applied, but yeah, if you can see a little speck there, that's my bad, applying the screen protector. Maybe I'll get another one and try and fix that up. Anyway, let's try turning this on. So there's a power button on the top. Initial impressions are, look, it's identical to the Retroid Pocket 5. You've got on the front here, you've got a D-pad, 2 analog sticks that feel quite smooth, similar to the Switch Lite. You've got a home button, back, start and select, I guess, 2 speakers, 4 buttons. They feel the same. Feel really premium. On the top, we've got a power button, plus and minus for volume. And we've got some really nice triggers on there as well. On the bottom, we've got a micro SD slot, headphone jack, and USB charging. And then on the back, a grill for the fans. Okay, so let's turn this on and see what we're dealing with. And we're into the standard setup screen, so it's come in. Clock's off by an hour, 46% on the battery. Pick English. I'll connect to the internet. Okay, so time to change the time zones. I'm in Australia. We'll enable Google Play services. And here's an option, as usual, to pre-install apps. So we'll just select all of those. There are quite a lot on here. Just let the Pocket go ahead and do that, and that will just take a moment. And for a launcher, I'm just going to leave it as the Android launcher. Oh, it's put me on Retroid launcher. Okay. Skip. Okay, so I'm not super familiar with this. I'll have to change the launcher and get out of this. But there you go. That's the unboxing of the Retroid Pocket G2 console. My initial thoughts on the color of this, it is quite a bit more turquoise than a bluey hue. I do personally prefer the look of the GameCube version of this, just for nostalgia purposes. Purple's more my vibe. But yeah, it's very, very similar to the Switch, and these things really do feel as premium as a Nintendo handheld. And if you're curious about the performance of this device, I'm going to be testing some PS2 emulation, some Secret Console, some Dolphin, and see how it compares to the previous generation. I think in terms physically, it's identical. So what you're really upgrading for is the performance improvements on those high-end systems. If you're only playing lower stuff, do you really need this? Probably not. And I've also had the Mangmi Air X arrive today. So I'm going to be also doing an unboxing of this console, and we'll get some initial impressions of how it compares to the Retroid Pocket G2. Stick around.